Welcome to the last Lilywhites podcast of the season. Before we even get into it, I first want to say thank you to everyone at the Lilywhites. When I arrived in November, it was a whirlwind of hellos, and now it's a whirlwind of how are yous. From moments of losing and winning, but being there together. And also without the Lilywhites fans, there would be no Lilywhites podcast. So thank you to you, the Lilywhites fans. Unfortunately, we couldn't make it to the playoff final, but that is football. Those are the breaks, and we will be back stronger. Now, this podcast, as you can hear, it's an emotional one for everyone involved. But just remember, from the embers, a phoenix will rise. Up the Lilywhites.
Chris, Lilywhites are in front here in the playoffs, 2-1. What a first half goal, and that first goal went in. What a sound it was around here. And then when the second goal went in, all doom and gloom, but we're back at it and we're back in the lead.
Yeah, this is probably the most exciting game of the season, to be honest. This is really nail-biting stuff. The Corinthian have come out really playing well, I think. They're attacking with a lot of pace. They're exciting to watch. But I think we've just got that little edge on quality. We need to make that count now. I think 2-1 is a good lead. It's better than 2-0 because I think if 2-0 up, they score one, the game changes. Now I think we just need to push on, and I think we can do it. I think we've got the quality there.
I think sometimes with us, we let a little goal in and then we sort of drop back, especially when we're in a 2-goal lead at 1-1. It sort of galvanised the boys to come back because once they scored, I don't think they had much after that. And then it's sort of like, when we score, it sort of pushes them on a little bit. But at the minute, it just seems like we have the tempo to control the game. Okay, if they get a corner or something, they look okay from a set piece. But nights like this don't come around very often in football as well. And how good is it to see this place absolutely packed?
It's absolutely banging, and I really, really enjoy nights like this, especially on a night game where you got the lights on, you got a big crowd making a bit of noise. It's fantastic, really, really exciting. Hopefully the local community will come out and watch games like this. Well, watch any game because it's a great advert for the game. We just need to now go on, get some more goals, and we'll be all going home happy.
We'll go home happy, and we'll be going into Monday hopefully with that playoff final. At the minute, at this stage of the podcast, as I heard, Glebe are winning as well. So, it's sort of, is Glebe the team you want in the final, or does it really matter out of the two?
It doesn't really matter, to be honest. I mean, given the choice, I would have probably gone for Erith Town, but I don't know. It doesn't really matter. We just got to play our football, and we're the better side. There's no doubt we're the better side over the season, as the league table shows. Yeah, I mean,
Dill obviously won the league, but we were working out the other day, if we had probably have not lost two games, we could have probably been towards the end of this season really pushing it. So it just shows how tight this league is at times sometimes, and when you're a team like Faversham, who everyone wants to beat, it sort of ties it up a little bit, and everyone is now waiting for us to go on that banana peel. But right now at this stage, with someone like Tommy as well as our manager, it just shows that we are in full control.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. We've got the players to do it. We just need to just see out these 45 minutes, go for goal. We've got the players out there. We just need to be positive, play strong and hard, and no silly mistakes. That's all we need. We can do this. We can really do this quite easily.
I'm not going to jinx. I'm not going to ask for a full-time score because I don't think that's apparent at this point in the stage in the playoffs. But as we always say, up the Lilywhites.
Up the Lilywhites.
I'm here with everyone's favourite fan, Wes. First of all, it's the playoffs. What a night it is here. It's absolutely rammed. We're in the thick of it here as well. And how good is it, first of all, to see a packed out Aquarium Stadium?
Oh, mate, I love it. I had a little bit of a moan because I had to queue to get in. No members gate, thanks, Danny. But it's great. I love seeing loads of fans here. But everyone else has enjoyed it. I'm in bits, mate. I fucking hate it.
Nail biting, isn't it? But what a first half. We had that early goal, which was a nice cushioned goal. Then the goal that went in, from distance. And how are you seeing it now that we're in the lead?
Yeah, so Corinthians come, they look really organised, they look strong, they look good. But we look dangerous. We pick up the ball, we look dangerous, we look good at the back. Connor's been a fucking rock today. Shout out for Connor, he's been fantastic. But Yeah, it's just keep doing the right things, keep making the right passes, be strong, don't take any chances and push on. My prediction before the game, by the way, was 3-1. So Warren come off the bench, get that goal, and we're done.
Warren seems to be doing that. I mean, he seems to be coming on and just grabbing goals for us, which is the most important thing here, is that everyone can score and everyone's dangerous. You know, you've got someone like Tomo as well, who's winning all the balls and winning all of the things that matter out there, but also as well Payne out there just running into the channels. KC, Bradley, all the players out there at the minute are just giving it, giving their all for that badge, and that's what you sort of want as a Lilywhite fan, isn't it?
Yeah, do you know what I said to the boys earlier? You look at the team now, there's not a single player in there you sit there and think, oh, I'm not sure if he should be in the first team. Like the new boys that come in at full backs have been fucking fantastic. Gorham and Connor at the centre back, they're really good. Everyone works hard, everyone does their job well, and like we've seen Payne, he's fucking shed loads of weight. And I've never seen the boy so fast. He's rapid. It's so good to see. But even though everyone looks good, everyone looks good, the nerves just are killing me, man.
Well, I'm going to let you go back to your pint, and I'll see you at full time. But up the Lilywhites.
Up the Lilywhites. Come on, Faversham.
Well, Chris, as the players are getting clapped off, it ends in a defeat here and a 4-1 loss on Pens. What's your view?
Well, absolutely gutted. To be honest, we didn't do enough on the night. To be honest, I thought Corinthian came out. They played really well. They deserved the draw, and we just fluffed a couple of penalties. It's just as simple as that. It's just such a shame.
Yeah.
Over the course of the season, we're second and they're fifth, and there we go, we're out.
So that's the playoffs, and that's how it works. And penalties is the luck of the draw. It's about moments, isn't it? It's about momentum, and we can go into next season full of momentum, full of high hopes, as long as we can keep the nucleus of this squad. It seems that it could be on the cards just to bounce straight up. Really, to be honest, I know the players are here now in front of us. Saying thank you to everyone who came out, and 183 people, fantastic turnout for the night for the Lilywhites. And again, it isn't to be for us, and that's what the playoffs is all about. A bit of heartache, but you know what? You learn from your mistakes, and you learn from heartache, don't you?
You learn from the pain. It is painful, but the whole season we've gone to these strange little grounds, and we've had a great time, and we'll do it again next season. But we'll be stronger for it. I think we're better set up this season than we were last season. We just need to keep the team together, keep the manager, and I think we've got everything to play for. We'll be the best.
Seems to be a bit of a ruckus going on now by the tunnel. I can't see everyone jumping into them. There's a bit of security going on, but it's one of those things where tempers heat over. But how just to reinstate that since Tommy's come in, it's been a whirlwind, hasn't it? Really, only 2 losses and the club has turned around. There's a massive feel here now at Faversham that we're going to do things. We're going to go forward in the right momentum, and maybe the next season is just the blueprint to get it right and get the pattern right.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, I've been in this position before. You come down and it seems to be the second season where you power on and you're the best team. And I think this is definitely going to be the case this time. I'm sure, absolutely, we will. We've got used to this league. We know what to expect. We've got the team and the manager to do it, and I think we've got nothing to fear from this league going forward. It was so unfortunately that ended in a penalty shootout, which is a lottery. Unfortunately, we just missed 2, and that's the way it goes. It's gutting, but good luck to Corinthian in the final. I don't know. I think they're playing
Erith.
Yeah, well, it'll be an interesting game, that one. I'm not sure who'll win that, but we'll see. But I think next season we'll be the team really to be feared in this league.
Yeah,
absolutely.
everyone want to come here, and as always, up the Lilywhites.
Up the Lilywhites, come on.
I'm here with more of the gang, boys. Not the night we wanted, wasn't it? Really, to the second half come out, and it seemed like Corinthian just sort of nullified us, and it was one of those things. Obviously, I'll go around the group and get everyone's views, but to go out on penalties, a bit of a lottery, really. I know the penalties is not the worst, but it is what it is, and we now know that we will be a Scaffold Prem team next year.
Yeah, I mean, penalties, it looked like we didn't fucking practice them. They honestly did. But other than that, second half, I mean, you've got to give Corinthians some credit. Second half, they looked organised and they knew what they were doing. Oh, man, I'm just fucking gutted. I'm pissed off. I can't.
It's one of those ones. Neil,
Yeah, it's a bit the same as Wes there, because Wes says, and that's what happens. I mean, it was a bit difficult. They're a tough side. I think probably the worst thing we did was steamroll them 4-0 about a month ago, because if that had been a tighter game, I think there were times that in that game were just, we started the first half. I think really we were all over, and then the second half they came out. Oh dear!
Oh, Lewis
has just dropped his pint.
I remember I was about to have my first pint. Don't worry. That's what I remember about the Lilywhites podcast.
Yeah, they came into the game a lot more, and it was just one of those things that things just didn't quite go our way in the second half. The last balls into the box weren't quite there. Stefan seemed off the pace tonight for about the first time all season. He had a cut finger. Yeah, I mean, Christ Almighty. But there again, the second half just didn't seem. And then we got one ball that's still in orbit, like Georgie Munger's against Egham Town in the FA Cup a few years ago, and Harry Hardin's against whoever when Harry Hardin put one over the bloody car park.
But let's put a positive on it. Tommy come in. We've only had 2 losses in the league under Tommy. And I think if we can keep the nucleus of this squad, and we can,
can we?
Can we? I believe we can. It can be done, and it's down to the facilities we have here and the backing on and off the field. From everyone here at the Lilywhites, we need to regroup and make sure the next year is the blueprint.
I'm staying. The
You're part of the furniture.
The Gunpoodle Army is staying. The Shed End is staying. The Slope's staying. We're all staying. Let's hope some of the players, support the supporters and stay as well, and then we'll be no problem at all next year.
Thank you, Neil. Well, you spilt your pint. Yeah. That's more. That's just.
On my jeans as well. Yeah.
Oh God, that just sums up the night, doesn't it? It's like spilling your pint. It's not, and it's just unlucky, isn't it? Really.
It's unlucky. I'm a Faversham boy through and through. My dad played here when he was younger. It's gutting, but Corinthian, they've come in, they've done their job. Well, they played far at the back. They defended well. We just it's 2-2. Didn't seem up to it. Penalty shootout looks like it's like what Wes said. Didn't look like we practiced them at all.
But this, let's get the positives in here. 700 plus people here tonight on a Tuesday night. Next season, if we can get on a roll, I'm sure that we'll keep going through the roof. And it is now it's done and dusted. We can't go take those penalties, and we can't take them back. So we now have to move forward as a club and as people, and get behind this team next year. And we know next year, we now know that we've got the right manager in charge.
Oh yeah, Tommy's done an amazing job. 2 losses, like what you've said. He's done brilliant.
2 league losses.
2 league losses. But he's shown that we have a game plan. Like if we're 1-0 down, we've got another option. Like say we're losing, we've got something to come back into. So it's good. It's good.
Well,
he's a good manager.
We have to end it here tonight, obviously. Last time on the Lilywhites podcast, and for the last time this season, up the Lilywhites.
Up the Lilywhites.
Bill, I know it's a hard one to take tonight, and I want to get your view on it as a player. First of all, anyone who steps up for a penalty is brave, and I don't care what anyone says. Ben, I know he wears that on his shoulders. We all know what happened when the guy with the eye thing happened, and he was distraught, and he'll be exactly the same. But you've got to be so brave to step up for pens, and also as well, it's what you do over 90 minutes, not what you do over pens, right?
Yeah, exactly that. The penalties ends 50-50. It's a 50-50 game. But then I think the game itself, we probably just weren't ourselves that we've been recently. We've been really good lately, and it's just gutting really, because it counts for nothing. We didn't get the win, and you have to pick yourself up really quickly and go from there, because it's the end of the season now, so we'll see where we go from here.
We all know what non-league's like, and we don't know where you will be next year, and we do all hope you're a Lilywhite because the fans love you here. But that goal tonight, we have to talk about it. I know it's going to spring this one up a little bit. What a goal. It's just one of those things where it's just like you've hit R2 and circle, and it's just nestled in, right?
Yeah, I was right up for it, so I had a good feeling. I was really charged up for it, so when we got the first goal and I scored, I was thinking, yes, come on in. Now we've lost, so but I did think we was going to go on and have a good game. Just felt second half especially just a bit, don't know, it just weren't right. It just didn't feel right.
Yeah,
Don't
they
know
just
why.
sort of came out of the box and nullified it, and you have to give more, credit to Corinthian as well, and for us who we did keep plugging away. But 700 plus people here tonight here for the Lilywhites as well, and what a great thing it is for this club who are in the Skeffel Prem to be getting those type of fans, and that's there's teams in the National League South that don't get those type of fans. I've been there, and I'm sure you've been there as well with all the clubs. But it's becoming a special place here as well, isn't it?
Yeah, no, it's brilliant. We're all thankful for all the fans that have come out during the season, all through the season, and tonight we're gutted we didn't get over the line for them. But Faversham will go again next year, and I'm sure they'll be right up there.
Mate, I've only known you since November, but I know you're a great fella, and thank you for your time and your service so far at the club. And if I don't see you again, but I hope we do. It's been nice knowing you, and thank you again. You've been a great player and you've been a great servant to this club. Thank you very much, Bill.
Cheers, mate. Thanks, I appreciate it.
Tommy, playoff defeat tonight, but it takes a brave man to take a penalty, doesn't it?
It's not about. The penalties sort of summed our night up. I think. I just thought tonight we dropped our standards. And it was the most important game of the season to do that. It's about fine margins. I thought we had an opportunity to go 3-1 up. If we took that, it might have changed. But we're better than that. And tonight we dropped our standards in the probably most important game. But I did say to the boys afterwards, I'm not going to ruin them because they've been on an unbelievable run. 12, 13 games, whatever, unbeaten. But the one game that you need to turn up at, I think we're better than that. So. We've come unstuck.
Yes, it started up really well as well. First half out of the blocks, great goal. Okay, they came back, and then another Strapenda's gone. Like you said, if Stephen Payne, when he flicks it on, it goes over. I think we start to go into the next gear. But second half, it was one of those ones where Corinthian came out. It seemed like they nullified us, and you have to congratulate them. But it does look like we did have another gear in us.
Yeah, I just thought we sat back a little bit more. Obviously, their goals give them a massive lift as well. But even on the goal, we're shouting out about following up, and it weren't so much the first free kick, but they've got the tap in. But I just thought we was just like sometimes a bit lethargic tonight. They know how we play, and I thought we could have. Listen, we just dropped our standards tonight. I mean, people might say, I thought it was close, it was this, it was that, but we're better than that. I said to the boys, you win together, you lose together. There's no blame culture because they have been on a great run, but this is where you've got to turn up and perform. And for me, I don't think we did tonight.
We now know where we're going to be next year, and the fans now know that as well. And how do you now rebuild the squad and move forward now knowing that you are going to be a Skeffel Prem team?
Well, we've done the majority of that in the build-up, so it would just be touching it up a little bit. Like I just said to Tom now, I said, at the end of the day, I can't moan because I think that is our third loss in the league since we've come in.
In the league, yeah.
So we can dig out what? We can dig out a cup game or something like it. It's the third one in the league, so it is what it is. But it's just listen, a Tuesday. I've lost a semi on a Tuesday night before, and it's the worst feeling in the world because the season's finished. So, but what I'm not going to do is ruin the lads because they're going to be annoyed and be upset. But they've been on an unbelievable run, and unfortunately tonight we never. For me, the team that I've seen the last 12, 13, 14 games plus, that wasn't there tonight.
Yeah, that squad that we've had, since you've come in, and again, minimum losses, only 2 in the league, and then 1 tonight, and the fans are saying out there, you're the manager to move us forward, and I think everyone at the Lilywhites knows that. And first of all, I want to say thank you from the fans because it was mashing the majority out there were the ones I was with, but over 700 tonight here, and that's something that us as a club is massive for us, and to move forward we need those fans to keep coming back in, don't we?
Yeah, we need them to come back in, but we need to perform as well, better than what we did tonight to get them back in. So I don't want to sound obviously too bad, but obviously I'm disappointed tonight because we're better than that, and I just didn't I didn't get, especially as a second. Once they scored the goal in the second half, I thought we lost a little bit of I don't know, belief or whatever, but we just seemed to sort of sit back a lot and never really got at them. But that's what happens in football, and like I said, it's just annoying because tonight was it was the biggest game of the season. Everyone says everyone's a must-win game, but tonight was, and I think the penalties sort of summed our night up. You know, just erratic, and I think that's probably the word I'd use, because I thought playing-wise we could have been more inventive tonight than we have been over the last, like I said, month or 2 months. But you know, tonight the penalties have killed us.
Yeah, and that's it really now for our season, and we move forward. And again, thank you again from everyone here at the Lilywhites, and I know you want to say thank you to them as well when, you know, for the last time this season.
Listen, I'll just to put apologies, because the aim was to get out of the league, and we ain't done that. So, but if I reflect back, I'm pretty sure that we all know that there's been loads of positives moving forward, not just on the pitch, but obviously off the pitch. You know, getting the club together with fans and everyone and making that a feel-good factor. And we've just got to stick together, and hopefully next year we just go that one step further, and there's no reason why we can't. So, yeah, like I said, apologies for tonight, but please God, next year we'll go that one step further.
It hurts now, but you know, these are the ones we step back on, and thank you for your time tonight, Gaffer. I know it's hard. Thank you very much.
Don't be silly, not a problem. Thanks, Brownie.